Hi, my name is Larry Jordan, and welcome to another Sonic Fire Pro 5 tutorial. In this video, I want to show you how to change the tempo, or change the pitch, of your music without changing the duration. And since this doesn't affect the master music file, you can make as many changes as you want and still safely go back to the original music clip. Here's how it works. Tempo and pitch are changed inside the Express Track window before you apply the clip or export the clip, and it's done from the Tempo pop-up down here at the bottom. And let's create a new tempo. This allows us to do several things. One, we could change the beats per minute, that's the BPM, from the default of the music, and every piece of music is different. Or you could enter in a percentage, or you could change the pitch. In this first example, I want to change the beats per minute to, say, 72. So I'll type in 72 beats per minute. This means it's going to slow down the beat of the music, and we'll save this as a new tempo. This changing the tempo takes a bit of time because every track associated with that piece of music needs to be changed. So I'll let this thing go through its changing process and be back to you when it's complete. When the tempo is changed, it's now listed as part of the tempo menu. Notice that we have the original piece of music, and now we have the slower version. Let's go back to the original and take a listen. Now let's listen to the new tempo. Remember, it's going to be slower. Clearly, the pitch remains the same, but there's a significant difference in the tempo. Well, let's try speeding something up. We'll go to the Tempo menu, select the New Tempo dialog, and open up this window. Now, there's a warning which is significant. If you change the tempo outside this ratio, down 0.8 or up 1.2, this is the same as down more than 80% or up more than 120%, your audio is going to start to degrade. It sort of pushes the envelope a little bit too far. Now, maybe that's something you desire, but most of the time you want music to sound good. So you'd want to keep the ratio inside that plus or minus 20%. In my case, I'm going to have it go as quick as we can and add a tempo of 1.2. And now we'll save that as a new tempo. And again, because it's going to take a minute, I'll be back to you when it's done. Now that we've created a second tempo, and this one is faster, let's compare all three. First, let's play the original clip. Okay, now let's try the slower clip. And now let's try the music after a couple of cups of coffee. Clearly there is a major emotional difference between those differences in tempo, which you can take advantage of in your projects. But we can do more than just change the tempo. We can also change the pitch. We can raise the entire key of the music up or down, and we go to the same menu again. Click on New Tempo, and this time, rather than adjusting the tempo, which is the top half of the dialog, let's change the pitch. Pitch changes are measured in semitones. A single semitone is a half step. For those of you that have studied music, it's the difference between C and C sharp, or B and C. Changing the pitch in a positive direction raises it, and in a negative direction lowers it. Let's increase the pitch a major third. We'll take it up 4 half steps. Again, this will take a minute. I'll be back when it's done. Now that our pitch change is complete, let's see if you can hear a difference. Let's go back to our tempo menu. Here's the original clip. And here's the clip with the changed pitch. Again, just like changing tempo, changing pitch changes the character of the music, and maybe that's exactly what you want, as it isn't quite what you need, but it's close. Well, now you've got additional tools at your disposal, the ability to change the tempo and change the pitch. Then when you export, this tempo change or pitch change is a permanent part of the file, so you don't have to worry about doing it multiple times. If you ever need to get rid of tempo or pitch files, go down to the Tempo menu, select Delete Tempo Files, and when you let go, all of your pitch changes and all of your tempo files are gone. Because you've never changed the source file on your hard disk, none of your changes are permanent. So feel free to experiment and see what works with your projects. My name is Larry Jordan, and thanks for watching.